Hello friends and welcome back, or to welcome a cozy space to talk about books. It is nearing the end of May and I am doing what I usually do, and that is procrastinating the reads that I have picked out for the month of May. So I thought I'd do a little vlog today of actually reading the books that I swapped my showers for and reading my May TBR. So grab yourself a most warming hot drink, a cozy blanket, and let's get to it. So in terms of my current reads, I am making my way through still Hot Chocolate on Thursdays. This is the pick for That's Fiction Book Club for the month of April and May. So I really need to get this read and film a spoiler-filled vlog for because I don't want to extend it anymore. And I have started it and I was enjoying it. I am 29 pages through, so I definitely still need to proceed with this one and begin this spoiler-filled vlog for this one. So that is on my to-do list. And then I am still making my way through the 10 Teacups. I am now 65 pages through and having a fun time with this one. The kind of like anticlimacticness is still going. There has been a big event that's happened and I'm intrigued to see the fallout of that now and see how it kind of gets, the mystery kind of expands and evolves over the course of the coming few pages. So I definitely need to make my way back to this one. And then I really excitedly received Tales from Territory, which is Travis Baldry's upcoming release of a collection of short stories, and I want to desperately get to this one. It wasn't on my May TBR, so this is already kind of going off the edge of the video concept, but I really just want to get to this one as soon as possible. So those are my reading plans. So I will not update you on Hot Chocolate on Thursdays because that will be in a separate spoiler-filled vlog for the That's Fiction Book Club, in which you can subscribe to the YouTube channel down below. It is completely free to join and it is based on cozy books and cozy reads. Pick every other month for the 2-month reads. So yeah, I need to get back to reading this one, so let me do this and then I'll update you when I next have a reading check. Bit of a book haul to show you. So my fiance bought me one of these books, which I'll show you first, and it is Dissection of a Murder, and it's the stunning edition. It looks absolutely beautiful, and I think it's like a you decide if the person's guilty or not guilty. So yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one. I haven't read anything by this author. I don't think this is a debut work, but I cannot wait. It takes place in a courtroom, and I loved A Trial in 3 Acts and had so much fun reading it. So I am really been looking forward to like courtroom sort of like dramas and like thriller and mysteries, so I'm really excited to read this one. And yeah, a dead judge, a silent defendant, a courtroom full of liars. It just sounds so much fun and so intriguing, so cannot wait for that one. And then the next few are romance books that I bought myself. 2 of these are what I would call as like trophy copies that I read via Kindle and really enjoyed. First one is Any Trope But You. I had really fun with this one. It's like sometimes there really is only one bed, and it was like all of the classic tropes in romance, but it was kind of like playing on that and really embraced that. And yeah, I just thought it was a really fun read, and yeah, had so much fun with it. And then this was a cowboy romance, Wild Rose. I love cowboy romances. There's just something about them that's just so escapist to me and unlike my reality, so I just feel like I can truly get lost in them, and honestly I just eat them up every single time. So I really enjoyed this one. I don't know if there's going to be another one in the series, but yeah, definitely wanted to get my own physical copy of this one. Oh yeah, it does say that there is. This is the Blue River Spring series. But I didn't realise that this also has done more books in other series, so I'm actually going to check that out after filming this little clip and see if they're like any of interest to me. So those are 2 that I've already read, and then I've got 2 romances that I haven't read. The first one I'm really excited for and looks absolutely stunning is The Matchmaker Cafe, A Love Story is Brewing. Look how stunning this edition is. I'm so excited to get to it. It looks so pretty and I cannot wait. The only person harder to match than her clients is the matchmaker herself. So it just, honestly, it just sounds so cute and wholesome, and that's just kind of what I'm in the mood for at the minute. And yeah, I honestly, this was a cover buy to be completely real, but cannot wait. And I always love having tons of romance on my TBR and on my shelves, because that's something that I reach for quite often. Like if I'm feeling stressed, if I'm feeling like I've just had a really heavy read or something, there's something just so inherently escapist and somewhat predictable, obviously, about romance books that I just honestly adore. Like I think it's just such a great genre, because yeah, it just provides so much comfort, so much predictability, but I just love how authors can take like these characters on different journeys. They can choose to make it complex or simple, or they can choose to make the worlds different, and it just works every single time because the foundations are there. And yeah, adore it. And then the next book is one that's been out quite a while, and I think book 5 maybe has just been released, and this is King of Wrath, the first book in the Kings of Sin series. I've had this on my TBR for ages and have only just bought the physical copy because I just really want to read it, and it sounds so good. I've read Anhang's other series, what is it called, Twisted Love, Twisted Hate, and something else, and I really enjoyed it and really enjoyed their writing style, so I definitely want to get into this one, and I've heard really good things about this series. So that is a little book haul. I'm going to scan these into my library and add them to the shelves now. But yeah, I love book mail. It's honestly the best mail. Hello friends, so I thought I would just update you on my reading. So I finished the 10 Teacups and had a lot of fun with it. I didn't enjoy the police detectives. I didn't think that they were great. I wish we got more from one in particular, because I feel as though he had a lot to give to the narrative in the story, but was kind of just like the piece to kind of carry on the story through. So I was a bit like ashamed by that, but the other part that I really enjoyed was how kind of close-knit the characters were. It was like a small group of people, you were suspicious of them all, there was kind of like a revelation after revelation. Something that was a bit silly was how the author kind of didn't purposely hide facts from you, but wasn't very forthcoming with them, and so it's kind of hard to piece things together. But I really enjoyed the premise of it. It was really intriguing. Got a little bit lost near the kind of like the revelations of the ending, and yeah, but it was still like quite a fun, enjoyable read. So yeah, I'm still going to continue making my way through the crime classics that the British Library are publishing, and now I have started Tales from the Territory. I am 124 pages through, which is just over halfway, and having so much fun with it. It is a collection of short stories following different characters from the Legends and Lattes series books. I think what it is actually like technically prequel short stories, because it's going through characters before we see them in their retrospective books, which is a lot of fun. I'm adoring it so much. I'm currently on Viv's story. I have so far read Zill's story, Fimbul's story, and yeah, I'm currently on Viv's story, and then there are 2 more left to go. I think the next 2 short stories are in the future, which will be really intriguing, or maybe just the last stories in the future. But I'm having so much fun with it. It's so fun to be back with Travis Baldry's writing, and honestly, like, this author just does it so well. I've never met an author that can just take fantasy but make it so wholesome and so cozy, yet so action-packed, and you want to read it and dive into it and snuggle up with like a warm hot drink by the fire. It's just the epitome of that. So yeah, loving this one so far. I cannot say too much about it, nor kind of like show you the insides, because I'm not quite sure how that works in terms of it being a arc and it not coming out till October, but I will share as much as I possibly can. So yeah, I'm going to continue reading this one, and then I'll give you an update once I have made my way through more of this. So that is my little reading check-in. Hey friends, so sorry for the lack of updates. I'm here to do a update of all of the books that I've finished recently. I think I mentioned we're going through such a heat wave here in the UK at the minute, and it's just so unbearably hot because like our homes are built to keep in the warmth rather than get them out. So it's just been kind of like a bit of a struggle actually. I know it's like first world problems complaining, but yeah, it's just been so hot. And so all I've been doing really is just like sitting outside and reading, and then coming inside for like cool drinks every so often, which is great because it's a bank holiday weekend, so I've got a lot of reading done. So the first book that I made my way through was Darling Daffodil Farm, in which was a cute kind of springy type romance based on a farm. It wasn't necessarily cowboys, but that kind of was like played into it, and it was kind of like hidden secrets, a person coming back, stopping running, learning to love themselves, learning to accept themselves, a small town, and then our male main character learning to accept help and find family and friendships within the small town. And it was just so wholesome. It was lovely, wholesome. I think I rated it about 3 stars. It wasn't anything like new or groundbreaking, but I didn't expect it to be, and you kind of knew where it was going right from the very beginning. But I just loved how it played out, and I also loved the fact that it's very much setting us up for, I think, what will probably be like another book in the series. And I'm more excited for that because I really resonated with the main protagonist's sister more so than the main protagonist. So I'm really excited for hopefully getting the sisters kind of like romance or perspective. But this was still a lot of fun. It was still really wholesome, and yeah, I just had a fun time reading it. It's got these beautiful sprayed edges. So that was the book that I made my way through. And then I picked up Road Trip with a Vampire, in which again has beautiful sprayed edges. I have it right here. I think this is the first book in the series. My roommate is a vampire, and then there is My Vampire Plus One or something like that in the next installment, and then this installment. But I got this one secondhand, so I just picked it up while I could get it. But I definitely now want to read the second installment in this series. And this book was cringe, it was silly, it was at times so unbelievable, but I had the best time. It was honestly the exact kind of like medicine that I needed during like a time which I'm having a bit of a, not a rut with my reading, but slumping a little bit, and this book just picked me right up out of it and really heightened my mood and made me feel incredibly happy. And I adore books like this. I know a lot of people say like, oh, it's not real literature or it's not real books because it's unbelievable and it's silly and it doesn't make sense, but to me it really kind of like served its purpose. And I don't ever want to like demean a book when I speak about it in that like that respect. Like romances, I often call them palate cleansers for me, and I don't want to ever disrespect or demean the work that gets put into writing a book and publishing a book and coming up with a concept, etc., etc. I think what I'm just trying to express is that even though like it might not be the most complex literature in the world, it's still very much needed, because it's just like such a happy read for me personally, and I just had so much fun with it. And I highly recommend, if you're just looking for a silly, goofy kind of paranormal romance that you don't look too much into time, then I highly recommend this sort of like series, and I will definitely be picking up the second book in this series because I had so much fun with it. So yeah, I think those are all of the books that I've recently read off of my May TBR. I don't know what I'm going to pick up next. I am starting for another kind of like video series on my channel where I read 25 books of the books that I own before I buy new books, because I have some holidays coming up starting in July where I'm going away about 3 times from July to September, and I will be book shopping because I love to support local independent bookshops when I go away. And also I don't have a Waterstones where I live, so I also like to kind of like experience shopping in a Waterstones as well as supporting independent bookshops. And so what I want to do is put myself on a book buying ban until I kind of read 25 books or something like that, or until I kind of hit the date that I end up going away. So I'm kind of gonna do like a mini series on my channel where I kind of vlog that experience, and I kind of explained in that video, but to kind of explain again here, it's not to punish myself, it's not to kind of restrict myself or anything, it's more so just to give myself reflection time as to look at all these amazing books unread you have on your shelves. Let's kind of dive into these and get excited about these rather than always looking externally. So that's kind of like the whole purpose of it. But yeah, I'm just looking at my May TBR. It is coming to the end of May now. I still definitely need to read Hot Chocolate on Thursday. I don't know why I haven't been picking that one up. I think it's because I've just been so daunted about filming and creating content, which is really upsetting to me because it's such a creative outlet and it's so joy giving to me, that at the minute I've just felt really daunted by it. And I know that is my That's It Fiction book club pick for the month of April and May. So I know I need to film a vlog for that, and so that's probably why I've been putting that to the side. But in terms of other books on my May TBR, yeah, I'm gonna have a little look as to what I want to pick up next. So I will keep you updated. I'm gonna do this vlog, let it go all the way into the end of May, and then you'll see in my June TBR what I managed to read in terms of what's left on my TBR cart, and we can shop my shelves together and see whether I want to keep any of the books I didn't manage to get into in May or in this vlog in June. So yeah, sorry, a very rambly clip, but yeah, that's my little reading update, and I will now update you when I next pick up another read. Hello friends, so today is officially the last day of May, so it's the last opportunity I'll get to kind of embark finishing my May TBR. I have made peace with the fact that I'm not going to do it, but at the end of the day, me picking out my TBRs for the month and the whole kind of like entire purpose of the TBR cart isn't to force me to read certain books. It's still to embrace me being a mood reader, but also just narrow down my options so I don't lose sight of the books that I potentially want to focus on. So yeah, with that being said, I am currently making my way through Uncle Paul. I am 75 pages through, so I'm only about quarter of the way through, so I'm going to see how much I can get read of this today, and then I'll keep you updated. But yes, this is officially the last day of May, so it'll be the last day of this vlog. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what books I have left on my May TBR. I'm going to be filming my June TBR today, so we'll be able to sit down, assess, review what books I have left on May, pick out the books for June, like what books I want to keep from May as well. But yeah, this has been a really fun vlog. This is partly inspired by Jan Akaton's cramming vlog, in which is where I think it's every end of the month, like the week, she basically like sees how much she can read to up her total in the month. So it's kind of a bit like that, but apart from I've got like a focus on my specific that month's chosen TBR. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun doing this, and I might make it a monthly thing because it's been really fun just to actually dedicate time to focus on reading my TBR, and so allow myself to be a mood reader for the rest of the month. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on this one, and I'll let you know how I progress. Friends, so I have officially finished Uncle Paul, and I really enjoyed this one. It's not my favourite Celia Fremlin that I've read. I've only read one other, and that is The Jealous One. I adored that one. It was so good, and I would rate that above this one. But this one was still packed full of suspense. It was really intriguing. The ending was a little lackluster for me personally, but kind of hit its kind of crescendo, I suppose. It's still like somewhat pulled through. The suspense was the whole way through this. We had a kind of different array of cast of different characters, and the kind of ominous feeling never left you. And I think that's what I really have come to value about Celia Fremlin's works, is the same with The Jealous One. Like, it was just full of this like ominous tone, like you didn't really know what was going on. The characters feel so real and so fleshed out and so believable, and yeah, you're just not really sure where to look or who to look to kind of like figure out what's going on. Everyone is almost like a suspect, and so I highly recommend this one. I recommend this one definitely for like summertime reading. It's got that perfect like seaside beach read because it kind of set around that, and it feels very like hot and stuffy, but at the same time it has these like cool summer nights like woven into it, which I think is just perfect. And so yeah, I recommend it if you're looking for quite a suspenseful read that is packed full of a cast of characters that you find believable but is still suspicious of. So yeah, like I think I'm gonna rate this one 4 stars because I still did really enjoy it, just not as much as The Jealous One. So I think that brings the end of the vlog here, because it is the 31st of May and I'm not going to have chance to read any more books since it is now 5:30. So yeah, I just want to thank you so much for watching. I think I'm going to make this a monthly thing just to help motivate me, get me through my TBR, and also dedicate some time to really focusing on my TBR cart, so it kind of allows my me reader self to flourish throughout the rest of the month. And yeah, let me know if you've read any of these books, if you would be interested in picking up any of these books, and if you made it to the end of this video, what emojis did we leave? Maybe let's leave a little sunshine emoji to kind of like symbolize summer on the horizon. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you have a wonderful day or night. Until next time, friends. Bye.